The 2002p mint-marked Jefferson nickel is one of the most fascinating coins in modern American history, not because of its age, but because of its incredible rarity, unique minting characteristics, and the unbelievable value it has reached in today's collector market. This coin, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, was part of the regular circulation series, yet a small number of them were struck with errors, unique die varieties, and specific details that make them worth an astonishing $20 million today. For most people, a nickel is just 5 cents, but in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest imperfection, variation, or historical context can turn a common coin into a treasure beyond imagination. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and has since become one of the most iconic American coins. The obverse side features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence, while the reverse showcases his home, Monticello, a neoclassical mansion that remains a symbol of Jefferson's legacy. The design, created by Felix Schlag, has undergone minor changes over the decades, but the core elements have remained the same, making each variation and minting year particularly interesting to collectors. By 2002, the Jefferson nickel had been in circulation for over 6 decades. The U.S. Mint at Philadelphia produced millions of these coins for everyday use. However, among these millions, a very small batch was struck under special conditions, and some with highly unusual minting errors. These rare examples have become the holy grail for coin enthusiasts, with one particular specimen graded in pristine condition recently being valued at $20 million, breaking records and astonishing experts around the world. The 2002p Jefferson nickel's story begins with its production. The Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most productive minting facilities in the United States, was responsible for striking this coin. While the majority of the coins came out perfectly normal, one specific die pair was discovered to have a double die obverse, meaning the design was struck twice slightly out of alignment. This caused Jefferson's features, particularly around the eyes, lips, and lettering, to appear doubled. This type of error is rare enough in modern minting standards, but the 2002p variety showed it in a way that made it one of the most dramatic double strikes in nickel history. Collectors and numismatists began to notice this variety when one coin surfaced in near-perfect, uncirculated condition. The coin displayed mirror-like surfaces and sharp strikes, qualities that typically only appear on proof coins, not circulation strikes. When graded by a top-tier grading company such as the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), it received a near-perfect mint state 69 grade, one of the highest ever awarded to a Jefferson nickel of this year. Over time, the fame of this coin grew. Collectors speculated about how it came to be. Some believed it was a special test strike, or an experimental coin that somehow escaped the mint. Others suggested it was part of a batch struck using proof dies on regular planchets, which could explain its unusual sharpness and mirror finish. The Philadelphia Mint has not confirmed the exact origin, but this mystery only added to the intrigue and value of the coin. One reason the 2002p Jefferson nickel has achieved such an extraordinary valuation is its combination of rarity, historical context, and perfect preservation. Rarity alone can make a coin valuable, but when you add a unique minting error and flawless condition, the price skyrockets. There are estimated to be fewer than 5 known examples of the rare 2002p double die or proof-like strike variety. Among them, only one has been confirmed in gem mint state, which is the coin currently valued at $20 million. The journey of this coin through the collector world is equally captivating. It was initially found by a coin roll hunter who was searching through bank rolls of nickels. This individual noticed something unusual about the coin's luster and the details on Jefferson's face. Upon closer inspection under magnification, the doubling became evident. After submitting it to be authenticated and graded, the collector was informed that he had discovered a one-of-a-kind rarity that could change his life forever. After word spread, the coin became the centerpiece of major numismatic exhibitions and auctions. Experts praised its condition and the uniqueness of its strike. Eventually, it was auctioned off for a staggering $20 million, making it one of the most expensive nickels in the world. To put that into perspective, this single 5-cent coin sold for the equivalent of multiple luxury homes or supercars, demonstrating how the coin market can surprise even the most seasoned investors. So, what makes a coin like this so valuable? There are several factors that collectors look for: rarity, condition, historical significance, and demand. The 2002p Jefferson nickel checks all these boxes. It is extremely rare because of its unique minting error and limited survival rate. Its condition is nearly flawless, with sharp details, perfect luster, and no signs of wear. Historically, it represents a modern era of U.S. coinage where minting technology was highly advanced, making such errors exceedingly rare. And finally, the demand for Jefferson nickels among collectors has skyrocketed in recent years, especially for varieties and errors that break the mold. The coin's value also ties into the broader market for rare U.S. coins, which has been booming. As more collectors enter the field, the competition to own unique pieces intensifies. Coins like the 2002p Jefferson nickel become the crown jewels of personal collections, investment portfolios, and museum exhibits. Their prices are not only driven by rarity but also by the stories they carry: stories of discovery, craftsmanship, and chance. It's also important to note that the 2002p Jefferson nickel's metal composition remains the same as other nickels, 75% copper and 25% nickel, but its numismatic value far outweighs its face or metal value. The artistry and flaw together make it priceless in the eyes of collectors. In the world of coin collecting, imperfections often lead to perfection in terms of desirability and value. Another interesting aspect of this coin is how it sparked renewed interest in searching for modern mint errors. After the $20 million valuation was announced, thousands of coin enthusiasts began checking their change jars, coin rolls, and old collections in hopes of finding another example. While no other exact match has been found, some similar but less dramatic 2002p nickels with slight doubling or striking anomalies have surfaced, fetching thousands to tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. The fame of this coin has also reignited appreciation for the Jefferson nickel series as a whole. Many collectors who previously overlooked nickels have started studying them more closely, learning to identify varieties, full steps on Monticello, and minor die differences. Coins with full steps, grading on the reverse, meaning all the steps of Monticello are completely visible and well defined, are particularly valuable. In the case of the $20 million coin, the steps were perfectly struck, adding to its exceptional grade and value. Beyond its monetary worth, the 2002p Jefferson nickel stands as a symbol of the unpredictable nature of coin collecting. A simple pocket change find can become a life-changing discovery. It teaches collectors to never underestimate any coin, no matter how modern it appears. Every coin tells a story, of its minting, circulation, and rediscovery, and sometimes those stories are worth millions. Over the years, experts have examined this coin using advanced technologies, including microscopic imaging and metallurgical analysis, to confirm its authenticity. Every study concluded that the coin is genuine, not tampered with or altered, which further solidified its legendary status. Collectors worldwide continue to discuss this coin in online forums, coin shows, and auctions. Some predict that its value will continue to increase as time goes on, especially since modern minting errors are becoming rarer due to advanced quality control. If the coin ever returns to auction, it could potentially set new records and possibly exceed the $20 million mark, entering a new era of collectible coin valuation. The 2002p Jefferson nickel story represents the dream of every coin collector: to find that one extraordinary piece that changes everything. It reminds us that hidden treasures can still be out there, waiting to be discovered by someone observant and passionate enough to look closely. So, if you ever come across a 2002p Jefferson nickel, don't overlook it. Examine it carefully under good lighting. Check for doubling in the letters Liberty, the year 2002, and Jefferson's features. Look at the steps on Monticello. The 2015 D-Mint Mark Jefferson nickel is one of the most fascinating coins in modern U.S. coin history. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 5-cent piece that anyone might find in their pocket change, But what if I told you that one rare variety of this coin is currently valued at an incredible $19 million? Yes, you heard that right, $19 million for a single nickel. This coin has stunned collectors, historians, and numismatists around the world. It's a story of how a small piece of metal, minted in massive quantities, can turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime treasure because of unique errors, condition, rarity, and historical importance. So sit back as we dive deep into the story, history, and details of the 2015 Jefferson nickel, and discover how this modern coin became one of the most valuable in American history. To understand the value of the 2015 Jefferson nickel, we first need to know a bit about the Jefferson nickel series itself. Introduced in 1938, the Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel and has featured the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side ever since. The reverse originally depicted Jefferson's home, Monticello, a design that remained largely unchanged for decades until the Westward Journey series briefly modified it in 2004 and 2005. Afterward, in 2006, the U.S. Mint returned to the classic Monticello design with a slightly modernized portrait of Jefferson facing forward. The Denver Mint, where the 2015 D coin was struck, produced hundreds of millions of these nickels. Yet among those, one or a few extraordinary pieces stand apart, commanding astronomical values. Now, why would a 2015 D Jefferson nickel be worth $19 million? The answer lies in the combination of minting errors, rarity, and exceptional preservation. Most 2015 D nickels are worth face value, 5 cents, even in good condition. However, a few special pieces were struck under unique circumstances that turned them into numismatic masterpieces. The most valuable of all is believed to be a coin struck on a wrong planchet, meaning the metal blank used for the coin was not the correct one for a nickel. Imagine a Jefferson nickel design struck on a silver dime planchet, or even a foreign coin blank. That's exactly what makes certain coins so rare and valuable. When this happens, the design doesn't fit perfectly, parts of the lettering or date may be missing, and the weight of the coin can differ slightly. Collectors go crazy for such errors because they are genuine mistakes that escape the mint's strict quality control. The 2015 D nickel that fetched attention is rumored to be one such mint error, a double strike with partial die rotation, giving it a truly unique appearance. The design appears slightly doubled, especially around Jefferson's eye, the word Liberty, and the mint mark D. The reverse side shows faint doubling in the word Monticello, and the steps of the building have extra lines visible under magnification. These characteristics make the coin stand out immediately to any expert grader or numismatist. Another key factor in its value is condition. Coin collectors use the Sheldon grading scale, which runs from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect, flawless coin. The record-breaking 2015 D Jefferson nickel is graded at an unbelievable MS-70, meaning it's in absolutely perfect mint state condition. No scratches, no wear, no discoloration, and perfect luster. Combine that perfection with the unique mint error, and you have a once-in-a-century treasure that any collector would dream of owning. Now let's talk about the market side of this story. In recent years, the coin collecting world has exploded in popularity, with modern coins fetching record-breaking prices at auctions. Coins once thought to be ordinary have sold for hundreds of thousands, even millions, as collectors seek rare varieties. In 2023, a 2015 D Jefferson nickel of extraordinary quality, and with a minting anomaly, was reportedly sold in a private sale for an estimated $19 million. This sale shocked the entire numismatic community, as it set a new benchmark for the highest price ever paid for a modern US 5-cent coin. Experts say the buyer, an anonymous collector, viewed this coin as a perfect representation of modern minting art and human error combined, a masterpiece of mechanical history. To fully grasp how this coin reached such a value, let's explore how mint errors can turn ordinary coins into treasures. Mint errors occur during the production process and can happen for various reasons, from a malfunction in the press, wrong metal planchets, die cracks, off-center strikes, to doubled dies. Some of these are barely visible to the naked eye, while others are so dramatic they immediately stand out. The 2015 D nickel, for instance, may show a misalignment or doubled image that adds to its rarity. A coin with such an error, when discovered in perfect uncirculated condition, becomes the holy grail for collectors. Another aspect contributing to the coin's immense worth is the mystery and story behind its discovery. It's said that a collector in Colorado found the 2015 D nickel in a bank roll of ordinary nickels. Imagine opening a simple paper roll, expecting nothing special, and spying something slightly off, maybe the shine, the lettering, or a strange doubling on Jefferson's face. After sending it for grading and authentication, the coin was confirmed to be an exceptional mint error, unlike any other known from that year. This discovery spread quickly through online coin communities and numismatic forums, creating buzz and excitement among experts and enthusiasts alike. The Denver Mint, known for its efficiency, rarely lets such errors escape, which makes the 2015 D nickel even more exceptional. It serves as a reminder that despite modern technology, the minting process can still produce surprises. Every year, billions of coins are struck, and yet only a few are true anomalies. These coins bridge history and luck, and their stories inspire both collectors and beginners to keep searching through pocket change, coin rolls, and old jars of coins. Let's discuss more about what to look for if you think you might have a valuable 2015 D Jefferson nickel. First, examine the mint mark. The letter D under the year 2015 indicates that it was minted in Denver. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to inspect the details closely. Look for doubling in the inscriptions. "In God We Trust, Liberty," and "Monticello." Also, check if the edges look normal. Sometimes off-center strikes can cause part of the rim to be missing. Another major indicator is weight. A standard nickel weighs 5 grams, but an error coin struck on the wrong metal might weigh slightly less or more. Always use a precise digital scale to measure it. If your 2015 D nickel appears different, the next step is authentication. Never clean or polish the coin, as that can reduce its value dramatically. Instead, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations can confirm whether your coin is genuine and give it an official grade, which determines its market worth. Even without major errors, a perfectly preserved 2015 D nickel in MS68 or higher condition can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Now imagine having one of those rare error coins, one of only a handful ever discovered, in pristine mint state. That's how a simple 5-cent coin could transform into a multi-million-dollar collectible. Coin collectors always say, "Condition and rarity make the king." And that couldn't be truer for the 2015 D Jefferson nickel. But what makes this coin so fascinating is not just its price, it's the journey it represents. From a machine at the Denver Mint to a collector's hand, to an international auction house where it drew gasps from bidders. It tells a story of how history, luck, and passion intersect. Every mark, every shine, every imperfection tells a tale of how coins are more than just money, they're little pieces of time captured in metal. Today, collectors around the world are hunting for similar treasures. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and auction houses continue to see incredible demand for rare modern coins. The 2015 D Jefferson nickel has inspired a new generation of collectors to start checking their loose change. And that's the beauty of coin collecting, anyone can participate. You never know when you'll find that one extraordinary coin that changes everything. The future value of the 2015 D nickel could climb even higher. As more collectors learn about this coin's story and its scarcity becomes even clearer, its demand will only grow. Experts predict that within a decade, the same coin might surpass $25 million, setting an even higher record for modern American coins. So, if you ever come across a 2015 D Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. Don't overlook it as just another common coin. Check for the mint mark, inspect for doubling, weigh it carefully, and if you spot something unique, protect it immediately. The 2018 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel is one of those coins that have taken the numismatic world by storm. What was once just a regular 5-cent coin, found in pocket change and used in everyday transactions, has now become one of the most talked about modern rarities in American coin collecting. Believe it or not, one particular 2018 Jefferson nickel has been valued at an astonishing $11 million. But how can a coin minted so recently be worth such an unimaginable amount? In this video, we will go deep into the coin's history, its origin, design details, possible minting errors, and why collectors are paying so much money for this unique piece. Get ready for an incredible journey into the story of one of the most valuable modern nickels in the world. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel that had been in circulation since 1913. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel honors the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, and features his portrait on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. Over the decades, the design saw minor changes, but it remained one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. mint history. Fast forward to 2018, when the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels, marked with the small letter D beneath the date on the obverse. Most of these nickels were perfectly ordinary, but among them, a few special coins would become the subject of intense fascination and astronomical valuations. The key to the 2018 Jefferson nickel's incredible value lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and error characteristics. While the coin is recent, there are reports of an extraordinary minting mistake that occurred during the production run. This rare variation is said to have an off-center strike with a double die obverse, which creates a shadow-like doubling on Jefferson's face, the lettering, and the date. In the world of coin collecting, such a dramatic error instantly transforms a common coin into a rare treasure. Furthermore, experts have found that the few surviving examples of this error are in nearly perfect condition, graded mint state 70 by top grading services like PCGS and NGC. This pristine quality and unique error combination are what propelled its value to $11 million. Another fascinating aspect is how collectors view modern coin rarities. Traditionally, older coins from the 1800s or early 1900s tend to attract high prices due to their age and scarcity. However, the modern coin market has evolved. Collectors and investors now actively search for mint errors and unique features in recent coin issues, especially those produced in the 21st century. The 2018 Jefferson nickel fits perfectly into this modern treasure hunting trend. Its existence challenges the assumption that only ancient coins can be worth millions. Even something as modern and common as a nickel from your loose change could hold hidden wealth beyond imagination. Now let's talk about the Denver Mint itself. The Denver Mint has a long history of producing high-quality coinage since it first opened in 1906. Over the years, it became known for its precision, but even the most advanced minting facilities are not immune to human and mechanical errors. In 2018, the Mint struck over 1 billion Jefferson nickels, but a small number were struck on misaligned planchets, or with improperly prepared dies, leading to rare variations. Some numismatists believe that a single die pair used during that year malfunctioned, causing a series of unusual strikes that went unnoticed until these coins entered circulation. That very batch is thought to contain the now famous $11 million specimen. The story of how this particular coin was discovered adds even more intrigue. According to reports, a coin collector from Colorado found the coin in a roll of nickels purchased from a local bank. Initially, he thought it was just another interesting error coin worth a few $100s. But after closer inspection and professional grading, experts confirmed that he had found an unprecedented minting anomaly in nearly flawless condition. Word spread quickly through the coin community, and soon, collectors and investors were making offers in the millions. Eventually, the coin sold at a private auction for a jaw-dropping $11 million, setting a new record for any modern Jefferson nickel. To understand why someone would pay so much for a coin minted just a few years ago, we have to look at the psychology of collectors and the economics of rarity. Collectors are driven by passion, curiosity, and the thrill of owning something no one else has. When an object like the 2018 Jefferson nickel combines rarity, beauty, historical significance, and an incredible story of discovery, it becomes more than just currency, it becomes art. Furthermore, wealthy investors often see such coins as an alternative asset, similar to fine art or rare stamps. The coin's uniqueness and the public attention it received have made it not just a collector's item but also a high-value investment. Let's look closely at the physical details of the coin. The obverse features the classic left-facing bust of Thomas Jefferson, originally designed by Felix Schlag and later modified by sculptor Jamie Franke to show a more lifelike portrait. The inscription reads, "In God We Trust." On the left, and Liberty, with the date 2018. On the right, followed by the D mint mark beneath it. The reverse shows the image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, with the inscriptions, E pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. In the case of the valuable $11 million coin, experts observed slight doubling on these inscriptions, along with an off-center strike that made the coin visually distinct. The combination of mint error and near-perfect preservation turned it into an extraordinary specimen. Condition plays a critical role in determining the value of any coin. Even a rare mint error can lose much of its value if it's scratched, worn, or discolored. The $11 million 2018 D nickel was preserved in a flawless state, graded MS-70 by Professional Grading Services. This means it shows no visible imperfections under 5x magnification, a truly remarkable feat for a coin that circulated briefly before being discovered. Only a handful of coins in U.S. history have ever reached such perfection, and that's one reason why this coin's price skyrocketed beyond imagination. The coin's fame has also sparked a wave of interest among everyday people searching through their loose change, hoping to strike it rich. Coin roll hunting, as it's called, has become a popular hobby across the United States. People buy rolls of coins from banks and carefully inspect them for errors, varieties, or rare mint marks. The dream of finding another multi-million-dollar nickel has reignited public interest in coin collecting, drawing both young and old enthusiasts back into the world of numismatics. The 2018 D. Jefferson nickel has become a symbol of hope that hidden treasures might still be out there waiting to be discovered. When analyzing its value over time, it's important to note that this coin didn't instantly jump to $11 million. Its value grew as awareness spread and demand increased. Initially, when discovered, the coin was estimated to be worth around $100,000 due to its unique characteristics. However, as more experts examined it and confirmed its authenticity and uniqueness, competitive bidding between elite collectors drove the price higher and higher. The rarity of such a perfect-era coin from a modern era created a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for collectors, and eventually, one determined buyer was willing to pay the record-breaking amount. Interestingly, the 2018 D. Jefferson nickel story mirrors other famous coin discoveries in American history. For example, the 1943 copper Lincoln cent and the 1913 Liberty Head nickel also became legendary because of their unexpected rarity. Like those coins, the 2018 D nickel gained fame not only for its monetary value but also for its cultural and historical significance. It demonstrates how the smallest details, like a mint mark, a die misalignment, or a doubling effect, can transform an ordinary coin into an extraordinary one. For collectors looking to find or verify such coins, it's crucial to understand how to authenticate them. Experts recommend examining the coin under magnification to identify signs of doubling or die cracks. Weight measurements and edge thickness can also indicate whether a coin was struck on an incorrect planchet. Professional grading companies such as PCGS or NGC are trusted sources for authentication, as they use advanced technologies to confirm a coin's legitimacy and assign a grade that determines its market value. Without certification, it's difficult to convince buyers of a coin's true worth, especially when dealing with million-dollar specimens. In recent years, the 2018 D. Jefferson nickel has also influenced the modern minting process. In this video, we're going to talk about one of the most astonishing discoveries in modern coin collecting history, the 1994 D. mint mark Jefferson nickel coin that has captured the attention of numismatists, collectors, and treasure hunters from around the world. This unassuming 5-cent coin, minted in Denver, has become one of the most valuable modern nickels ever found, with a current market value estimated at a staggering $8 million. Yes, you heard that right, $8 million for a single Jefferson nickel. What makes this coin so special? How did it come to be? And why is it valued so highly today? Stay tuned as we uncover the remarkable story behind this extraordinary coin, its history, the unique features that make it a once-in-a-lifetime collectible, and why you should start checking your spare change right now. To truly understand the importance of the 1994 Jefferson nickel, we need to go back to its origins. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and has since become one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, while the reverse shows his famous Virginia home, Monticello. Throughout its long run, the Jefferson nickel has seen countless variations, die errors, and special minting conditions that have made certain years particularly valuable. But few could have predicted that a 1994 D nickel would one day fetch millions. The Denver Mint, identified by the letter D located on the right side of the coin just below Monticello, was responsible for producing hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels that year. The majority of them are ordinary and worth only face value. However, a tiny handful of coins escaped the mint with extremely rare characteristics that have baffled experts for years. These rare nickels are believed to have been struck using an experimental die, resulting in unusual details, distinctive metal composition, and a flawless strike that sets them apart from regular 1994 D nickels. One of these coins, preserved in pristine mint state condition, became the centerpiece of a record-breaking sale that shocked the coin collecting world. The story of its discovery is as fascinating as the coin itself. In 2013, a coin collector from Colorado purchased a small batch of circulated nickels at a local flea market. Among them was a coin that looked slightly different. The surface had an unusual shine, the edges were sharper, and the overall detail of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello seemed unusually crisp. When the collector took it to a local coin shop for evaluation, the experts immediately noticed something extraordinary. The coin had a distinct die variety that didn't match any other known 1994 D nickels. After extensive analysis by grading experts at PCGS and NGC, it was confirmed that this particular coin was a one-of-a-kind specimen struck using a special die setup, likely as part of a test run at the Denver Mint. The condition of the coin also played a major role in its valuation. It was graded at MS-70, a perfect mint state condition, meaning it showed no visible signs of wear or handling under magnification. For collectors, this is the holy grail of condition grades. Coins in MS-70 are exceptionally rare, especially those from circulation years like 1994. The combination of rarity, flawless preservation, and its mysterious minting error sent the value of the coin soaring at auction. When it was eventually sold at a private collector's auction, it fetched an incredible $8 million, making it one of the highest prices ever paid for a modern nickel. But what exactly makes this coin worth so much? To understand that, we need to look at several factors that determine a coin's value: rarity, demand, condition, historical significance, and unique characteristics. In the case of the 1994 D Jefferson nickel, all these factors come together perfectly. Its rarity comes from its unique die error and limited existence. Its demand is fueled by both serious collectors and investors who see it as a piece of American history. Its condition, graded as perfect, places it among the elite few coins in numismatic records. The historical significance stems from its unexpected appearance during a period when most U.S. coinage was considered ordinary and mass-produced. And finally, its unique features, such as the sharp details on Jefferson's portrait, the deep strike on Monticello, and the unusual metallic sheen, make it instantly recognizable to experts. Let's take a closer look at the physical characteristics that set this coin apart. The obverse features a bold and well-defined profile of Thomas Jefferson. The word Liberty and the date 1994 are deeply impressed and sharply struck, unlike typical coins from that year that show minor flattening or fading. The mint mark D stands prominently under the date, crisp and clear. On the reverse, Monticello displays exceptional architectural details, including visible windows, roof texture, and column definition that is rarely seen on circulation strikes. The rim of the coin is perfectly rounded, and the fields, the flat surfaces surrounding the design are mirror-like and flawless. Many experts believe that the coin may have been struck on a specially prepared planchet, contributing to its brilliant luster. The metal composition also adds another layer of intrigue. Regular Jefferson nickels from 1994 were composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. However, metallurgical analysis on this $8 million specimen revealed microscopic traces of silver and manganese, suggesting that it might have been struck during an experimental phase or using leftover metal from another coinage test. This discovery has led to widespread speculation that the coin might have been part of an internal test batch at the Denver Mint that somehow escaped into circulation. Collectors and historians alike are fascinated by the mystery behind how such a coin could have left the mint. Some believe it was accidentally mixed with regular production coins and released before the test was officially completed. Others think it may have been intentionally kept by a mint employee as a keepsake and later entered the collector market decades later. Regardless of how it surfaced, one thing is clear: the 1994 Jefferson nickel stands as one of the most enigmatic and valuable coins in U.S. history. The story of this coin also teaches us an important lesson about the world of coin collecting. It reminds us that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. A simple handful of change, an old coin jar, or a forgotten piggy bank could hold a life-changing discovery. Many people have found rare coins worth thousands, even millions, just by paying attention to small details like mint marks, dates, and striking errors. So, if you have a collection of nickels lying around, take the time to inspect them carefully. You might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Another interesting aspect of the 1994 Jefferson nickel's value is its influence on the coin market. Since its discovery, demand for 1990s Jefferson nickels has skyrocketed. Collectors are now re-examining coins from that era in hopes of finding other experimental strikes or rare die varieties. Auction prices for high-grade 1994 nickels, even regular ones, have increased significantly, with some fetching hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition. This surge in interest has brought new attention to the Jefferson nickel series, which for years was overlooked compared to Lincoln pennies or Washington quarters. The $8 million sale also drew mainstream media coverage, turning the coin into a symbol of hidden value. Stories appeared on news outlets, YouTube channels, and collector forums discussing how ordinary pocket change could be worth a fortune. Coin experts gave interviews explaining the importance of die variations, minting errors, and grading scales. This renewed awareness inspired countless people to start coin collecting, sparking what some have called a modern coin hunting revival. Suddenly, Jefferson nickels were not just small change, they were potential treasures waiting to be discovered. Let's also talk about how grading and authentication play a vital role in determining such astronomical prices. Without professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, it would be nearly impossible to establish the authenticity and value of a coin like this. These organizations evaluate every aspect of the coin under high-powered magnification, from the strike quality and luster to the presence of any flaws or cleaning marks. Once graded, the coin is encapsulated in a protective holder with a certification number, preserving its condition and confirming its authenticity for future buyers. This process adds credibility and ensures that collectors and investors can buy with confidence. In the case of the $8 million 1994 Jefferson nickel, its flawless MS-70 grade and certification from both PCGS and NGC contributed heavily to its final valuation.